So this morning's a beautiful morning. So I'm going to be just talking today about easy running. In the title is the giveaway, easy, but it doesn't get done by a lot of older endurance runners actually easy. And I think a lot of tech gets in the way. So today I'm going to be running, I think, for about an hour and a half. The only setting on my watch is going to be distance and actually time elapsed. So there's not going to be any heart rate, any pace. Now I'm not saying that's the way it should be done. I'm just saying I'm going to do it that way today to then show you the way I look at easy running. So one of the first things I do when I'm doing an easy run is when I first get out, I check in. So usually your heart rate will be elevated at this moment. So if I had a heart rate monitor, it'd be a bit elevated. So sometimes do a quick walk after I've ran a certain amount of way, just a very quick walk. Let the system work out what you're doing. So give it a little bit of time. Morning, and that's the first high of the morning, which is nice. Then start running again. Now you can do a number of things, like I'm talking now obviously, but what I like to do to check in is count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just, I can do that. Or sing if you so, but just check in at this point. So been running about 7 minutes, but not quite, because I stopped to do some B-roll. So that's my first sort of 10-minute check-in, and then my laces have come undone. Oh, it drives me mad. Anyway, right, so about 25 minutes, but it's been a very slow run, which is fine. I've done some B-roll for the YouTube channel, had a little sit down and looked at the sea. So it's not a high performance run, but still checking in with myself. And the reason I do this is what's true 20 minutes into a run, a longer run, an easy run, even if it's a 40-minute building run, an endurance run, what's true in the first 5-10 minutes might be not true in the last 15-20 minutes. So for example, if you're going by pace, which a lot of people are, pace is an external metric. So say you're running 9-minute miles, just an example. First 10 minutes, 9 minutes miles feels easy. But depending on your fitness and where 9-minute miles sit for you from a intensity point of view, then 20 minutes later, 9-minute miles could feel really hard. And you're looking at your watch going, gotta be doing 9-minute miles, gotta be doing 9-minute miles. And your easy run is an easy run only in name, because from your body's perspective, you're working really hard, or at least going into what I call the dead zone. So very quickly explained, that means that most of your runs are at some level of tempo. So either low tempo, mid tempo, or high tempo. But you don't do much in between. You don't do real speed work, and you don't do real easy running. And this is where plateau and injury live. If you're interested, below in the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, will be a link to the course in my community, completely free. So that's why you have to check in, because pace will lead you astray. Heart rate, you're either going to be trying to get it up high enough, keep it down low enough, driving yourself insane. Now, I'm not going to get too deep in heart rate, but heart rate, the problem I have with heart rate isn't that it's inaccurate. And to be fair, on an easier run like this, I'm less negative about it, because it works better, put it that way. I don't think it's essential, but it works better. Speed work, it's useless. In a race setting, in my opinion, it's useless. So the point being, is the lemon worth the squeeze? is using heart rate actually worth it? That's the point. Is even if the data is accurate, are you being sold to by this person? Or would it just be simpler to know that you could talk? I haven't looked, I can't see without my glasses how long I've been talking to you now on this camera, but this is a pace, whatever pace this is, at the moment, this is a pace I can maintain and talk, because I've been talking to you. Now, if I really want to make it easy, I slow it down straight away, and you'll start to see my breathing comes down even more. So if I really want to take it easy, that's what I do. I can feel it. It's like going through the gears. Or I could stare for hours at my watch trying to work out my heart rate stats, getting red and angry, and at my age, red and angry ain't a good look. So I don't see the point. But so many of the older runners I talk to, it's like a religion. And what annoys me is they're getting all kind of defensive about the heart rate, and I go, all right, input output, so what's the results? I've been injured. Okay, and the results are plateauing. Okay, but I really love heart rate. And you're like, right, okay, so it's not working then. And most runners can't follow it because they ego run. So I tend to use effort levels, 1 to 5 effort levels, 1 being your easiest, 5 being your hardest effort. Hello. And
speak to me properly.
And then you've got intensity levels, which I use pace to look at my intensity levels. This is great for your speed workouts and also just checking in with yourself. So I'm not doing it today, but if I was running this run from effort, morning, I would then say I think I'm running about, from an effort point of view, low zone 2 now. So if I wanted to check that that was from an external metric correct, I could then check my pace metrics, intensity metrics, and from an intensity point of view, see where I am on the pace. But the big thing here is to use effort first, so your effort level first, and go from there. So that's it really. I'm going to stop this part of the video now. Look at that. Just going to end it on one thing. I've just done something that some of you are watching that are now going, oh my God. Yep, I'm walking. Sorry. You can walk in a run. Maybe I've done it in races, not because I've had to as a strategy, but that's for another video. But you can walk. Let your body recover. Walking's brilliant for the recovery of the legs, because if you walk, you're utilising both feet instead of hopping from one foot to another. That's brilliant in that respect. And so it's great for that. You can either do a little bit of backward walking if there's no one coming, and that's great for the knees as well. So just a little bit of backward walking. Look, Ems, I can walk and talk. That's my wife's name, by the way. And it gives your respiratory system a slight rest, particularly if you're normally do run your easy runs too hard. I know it won't look so good on Strava. Get over it. It won't look so good on Instagram. Get over it. It won't look so good on your stats. Get over it. Because your body doesn't know any of those things. Your ego knows those things. And everybody should let go a little bit of their ego. But us runners, older runners, really need to let go of much of our egos as we can. Because we're older and everyone loses a battle with reality, but older runners just lose it quicker. So I often have a quick walk in my runs. We're about 51 minutes into the run. As I said, really easy. So another check-in. Can I talk? I'm talking to you guys, so yes. But if I was on my own, can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Silly, isn't it? But then again, when you consider I've seen somebody looking at their mobile phone in the street and walking into a lamppost, I don't think counting out loud that's silly. So with that in mind, this is a check-in for the reasons I said earlier. The pace is an external metric, so what was good 10 minutes in, if you dial that pace in and you're aiming for a conversational easy run, 50 minutes in, that may not be conversational. Now today I don't even know what the pace is because I haven't even got it on my watch, but if I did, I could check in, see if it dropped, and if I had, it had. I wouldn't get too bent out of shape about it, cry or throw a watch on the floor. Just accept that the body recognises effort. So if you're putting in the same effort, i.e. in this case easy conversational, that's what the body needs. The fact that you dropped your pace a bit is the same analogy if you're going up a hill at 9-minute miles. It's going to be a lot harder work than coming down, but you're still doing 9-minute miles. So the pace doesn't recognise your effort. So if you stick to pace in races as well to some degree, but for your easy runs definitely, then you're just going to batter yourself. And then you wonder why you don't make the progress you think you should make in your easy runs. So that's, I know I'm battering this point, but when I coach runners, it's a point that they understand cognitively, but emotionally it's hard because the ego steps in. I should be running faster than that. It should feel harder than that. And I always remember Tony Robbins, the great motivational speaker, saying in one of his books, careful you don't should over yourself, because shoulds are rules, and yeah, we all need some rules in our life, but if a rule's breaking you, it's not a good rule. So if you're saying I should be doing that, I should be doing this, and your body can't maintain that, then you're going to break and you're going to should over yourself. Wherever you are, if your easy runs mean you have to walk run them, bloody well walk run them. Just do it. No one cares. One day you'll be dead. Sorry, but you will. No, you will. So just bloody get over it. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Just get out there and do what you've got to do, and let everybody else do what they've got to do. So here we are, about just coming up to I think about an hour and 15 of my easy run. So yes, you've been guessing it, I've been checking in. Now a little thing's happened, not a big one, but I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but I'm heading now into a slight headwind. So sometimes it can be a big headwind, as we all know. And yet again, if you're fighting with pace, you'll be like, gotta get through that headwind, and fighting reality and living, working harder than you need to work. Or your heart rate will be going up, and you're like, do I slow down? What do I do? I do. Where's the manual? I didn't bring the manual with me. Don't know. Or you go by your breathing. Can you still talk? Is the effort level still about the same? And just adjust. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Now, that's the problem. It's too easy. God damn it, Lee. Give us something complicated. Something that is worthwhile of my time on YouTube. Give us something really meaty. An equation that you have to work out and needs a blackboard. Or you could just do this and then be conversational and know that you're in the right effort zone. And then if you've got your paces, check where you are on your intensity levels based on that zone. Maybe you're at the bottom, the top, the middle. If you're at the top, probably for an easy run, you can bring it down a bit. If you're in the middle, good. Bottom end, maybe you could pick it up, long as you can still keep within the effort level from your breathing. So this is me talking to you at the pace I'm going after, just about an hour and 15 minutes of running now. Admittedly, it's been very easy today because I've taken some B-roll as well. So it's even easier, but the principles are still there. Right, so coming to the end of my run, I think it's going to come up at about 1 hour 40. Meeting my wife and extended family for breakfast in the boathouse in Boca Regis. So that'd be nice. It's not often that us runners finish a run in a nice place. I do envy cyclists for that. They always have a coffee at the end. It's very civilised. So, just to sum up, easy runs. Keep checking in with yourself throughout the run. How does it feel? Can you count? Can you talk? How do you breathe in? Morning, you right? People laughing at me filming. And can you talk? Keep that in mind. I'm going to stop running now because I want to basically not running talking to the camera to my family because they'll laugh at me. So keep those easy runs easy. Keep them conversational. If you need any help, look down in the descriptions, and I've got the Dead Zone course which will help you recognise the patterns that you're probably utilising that make your easy runs hard. And if you want my help directly from coaching, you don't need a coach, but one could help you, then there's ways to connect with me down in the description. Anyway, bye for now.